It's good that I'm testing this before an auction because this could be a total disaster for your girl. I'm an older millennial, but I thought that I was good at technology. And you know what? I'm not that good. So we're going to see if anybody comes in. I'm just going to start going through some of the jewelry from some of the videos because this will kind of kill two birds with one stone for me because I wanted to make this video, but I might as well make it live, I figure. So if anyone comes in, wants to say hi in the chat, that's great. I'm going to go through the stuff from each individual video. And if there's something that anybody is interested in, um, I'm going to go ahead and auction it. So say hi if you're in the chat. I see um, one person in right now. So I'll just go ahead and start. Let's see. Okay, so video one. This is actually going to be a future giveaway. I wish I had my better camera, but I overpaid for this, it turns out. It's marcasite, which is beautiful. And it's got rhinestones. These are not onyx, but I paid 15. I don't think I could sell it for 15. It does have nice construction on the back. Um, it's older, but I don't think it's older than the 90s. So when I do my upcoming auction, this is going to be a giveaway item. Okay, really pretty brooch. Check it out. Nice, right? So that's from video one. Also in video one were these seashell earrings, and I believe these are crown trifari. Let's see. Get out the envelope. Yeah, these are trifari. So it's kind of rare to find the trifari and the pierced in the seashells. So I think that's really cool. Put them on for you. When I do have my auction, everything will be sanitized and cleaned, so don't worry about that. But I always think it's nice for scale to be able to see it on someone else. I always like that at least. Let's see. Hi, welcome in, Mandy. So these are the seashells. And let me turn them. And they're nice for summer. And they're really lightweight, actually. They're not heavy at all. So these ones will be auctioned off. And these are going to be a low starting price because, thank you, because, you know, they're not real gold. They're faux, obviously. So that's those. Let's see, what else? Okay, I got these Lisner clip-ons, which you're going to hear me in some of my videos talking about that I don't love clip-ons, but I do love clip-ons when they're light. These are really light. They're like old new stock. I love when you get, where is it, new old stock? They're leaves, right? How's that going? And I like that they're on the old card, you know? Even back in the day, like it was $5 back in the day. Oh no, it's $10. Look, can you see that? $10. So $10, and you know, this is probably a department store in the 1980s, something like that. They were even good then. So those will be at the auction. Let's see. These are really pretty. They're abalone. See that? And gold tone. And they look really pretty on, actually. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Finding, you know how that can be? All right. So summertime, pretty abalone, sparkly, nice, lightweight. Those will be auctioned off as well. I'm starting kind of with the more accessible price point stuff that I found in my vintage sourcing. Pretty, right? Okay, so then these are pretty. These are like cream enamel. These are giving very 80s Wall Street vibes for me. Kind of like a tiger. Hi, whoever else is in the chat. This is just a haul, but a haul that if you like anything, go ahead and tell me, and we have a very small auction. These are really pretty. I like that they're pierced. so many of these are clip and they're heavy clip and these are lightweight. So I like those. These will be an auction item starting at a very low, low price. Tiger enamel cream. Oh, these Trifari. These are Trifari clips. And they're like a fan. Oops. And they're really lightweight too. They're kind of like the Lisners. It's hard to orient on the screen. There we go. No, hold on. There we go. So these are kind of fun. And they're going to start at the same price as the Lisner. And they're on their original Trifari card too. Those were $10 back in the day also. What else? These will probably be a giveaway just because, yeah, those were clipped. These are lucite and they're just kind of little like 70s fun guys. So they'll probably be a giveaway because I don't know what I would list those for. This was a good find. This is Avon and that's a real ruby. And this is online for like 125 bucks. So I knew when I felt it, it was something kind of good. So yeah, it's a ruby. I tested it on the Presidium and it kind of looks like gold marcasite. But it's really pretty and classy and kind of fine. So that will be at the auction. And let's see. Oh, this pin. This is Laura Birch. Laura Birch, I think she did all those cats back in the day. I think she's now deceased, unfortunately, but she's an artist. And she did this installation of jewelry called The Art of Being Human, signed on the back. And I think it's a play on the word human being. But these go online for like $25 and it's really nice. It's a gold tone, pretty pin. These are super just everyday. I am guessing they're Trifari or something like that that isn't marked. They're pierced and they're kind of like just little chubby guys. They kind of give that look of a multiple piercing, which is very in style. According to my Instagram algorithm that is trying to get me to buy stuff all the time. These were from, oh wait, one more. This is, gosh, I can't remember. It's a logo with a crown on the top. So it's something like Avon, but not Avon. But this kind of like George Jensen to me. I have that Astrid Fogg George Jensen necklace. And I swear when you put these two next to each other, they look identical, even though this is not sterling. This is faux silver. So, but it's got a hook for a chain, you know, right here. So you could do either, or it can be a pin. And I should put my jacket on. It's really pretty as a pin. Ooh. Like that. It's so hard looking on camera and doing it like that. So it's pretty. I'm just gonna put my jacket on in case I want to do that again. These were from the estate sale that I went to, and they're kind of like Days of Our Lives, Kris Jenner vibes. Let's see. No, this one. My poor ear is getting red from all the jewelry wearing. So they're like a gold nugget, and they're clip, and they're more substantial, but they're still light. So those are really cool. I love those. I feel like those are for having a martini. And then very true to being a collector, when I saw the black ones, I had to get those because you got to keep stuff together, right? It's our cardinal duty. So those are pretty, right? Those will be up for auction. And then the same collector, she had so much stuff. I didn't even get it on that video, but she had these too. And these are really cool. Look at this sort of like gilded gold on this. It's really, really pretty. So these are from my last video and they'll be a giveaway because this is not actually amethyst. This is glass. And then these are lab fire opals. So unfortunately, I don't think I can list these in good conscience for more than what I paid for them. But that's going to be, you know, a $30 giveaway. So that'll be good. And then there was this. So this I thought might be Chico's and it was. It's like a hammered bib style 1960s necklace, right? Um, but it's really cool. Like it's pretty. So that was everything from videos 1 and 2. And so we're halfway through in case anyone here needs to go do their laundry. And the next, actually there's 3 more videos, but they're shorter. The next one was the one that I did with my sister when we found a bunch of kind of like 1970s jewelry, all earrings at Habitat for Humanity. The same donor had given them from an estate, and she seemed like she was probably a very fun lady. So there were these ones, and I did some research on these, and the beads alone are vintage beads. So this could have been something someone did and made, but the beads were like $8 a piece. But these are like, the beads make them so light, even though they look like heavy duty earrings. They're not marked or anything. They could have been a craft, or they could have been just nice, nicer costume jewelry back in the day. So that's those. I think those are really special. Take both earrings out. Like I'm getting a lot of inquiries about these because people, believe that they're Whiting and Davis, which they are not, but they are old and they are good. So I do think that even if they're not the Whiting and Davis brand, they're a super cool addition to the collection. Let me show you. Like that. This gives me like very much Studio 54 vibes. See. Right? They're cool. They're nice. A lot of these mesh bibs are around, and they would go nicely with these, but these are so lightweight and they look really pretty. So these are pretty. Hi, welcome to the chat, whoever you are. We're just doing a haul, and if someone really likes something, I'll auction it off, but I'm just killing 2 birds with 1 stone doing this live. These were another one. And it's so hard to do this on camera for me. They're pretty. They have these like stations on them, which is what makes them more special on the chandelier. So they're kind of like a disco ball, and then the fringe has these stations on them, which makes them kind of different and funky and cool. So that was a fun day. My sister came into town, and I bought her that little tourmaline ring that she loves, and she felt so spoiled. It's fun to be a big sister and be able to do that kind of stuff. It's like makes all your hard work worth it. These are a faux emerald. Pretty too, right? Really faceted. Let's see. These are pretty. These give me 1970s vibes as well. So I think this lady was cool. You even know they're kind of better because they have the sort of hammered back to them. Really cool, different. You don't see stuff like that anymore. Oh, and I just am noticing they have actually like crystals underneath, and they are all there. So that's always a good sign, right? So they're pretty. With like a jumpsuit, a romper. Those would really dress up like a black romper. That's the other one of our disco balls right here. Ooh, ooh. And then, oh yeah, these are really good construction because they have, I know there's a name for this back, I just don't know it, where it like reinforces the back. Right? I'll hold these up so you can see. And then it's got kind of a shell on the top. These are so cool. It's almost like they have a left and a right. So those are really pretty. And I love that kind of back like that. So my goal is to, once I have 50 followers and I can build up a little bit of a following, have an auction of every single thing that I'm showing right now. These have a little bit of verdigris on them. A little bit of verdigris on the back. So these will go, at a very affordable price. But I actually saw on Temu when I was trying to look these up, they have replicated these. These are really heavy and nice and substantial and look expensive. It's just a little bit of verdigris on the back. But on the Temu ones, they've got the the riveting here is raised. It's not recessed like this. So that's Disco Vintage Lady Bag. And um, these I got at the estate sale. These were the only jewelry worth getting, in my opinion, at that estate sale. They're inlaid cardinals, zuni. So where I live is a ton of Native American jewelry. Hard to find non-Native American vintage jewelry. These are signed. They're sterling silver, and they're signed BH. And I found that artist. And on the video, I showed that these go for $300 plus. I am not going to sell them for that high, but I think they're really cool. There's inlaid um, mother of pearl in there in this sort of sprig, and they're cool. They're pretty. They'd be pretty at Christmas time, I think. Oh, sometimes they go down your sleeve. Now they're here. So that sums up another section of videos. I'm gonna take my jacket off. It's hot in here. Oh, okay. That way. So then this was a really good haul. I was so pleased with this haul. This was that great little store. Here's a cameo. I'm not usually that into cameos. I feel like they're a little like, just they're not for me. Oh wait, I forgot to do this. This is very important. So I made this into a lariat, and this is all really pretty champagne and peach pearls, and then chalcedony. I tested on the Presidium, and it's really long, and I think it looks great as a lariat. So this will be up for auction also. Back to this guy. I love this kind of champagne silvery goldy on this. It's really a different kind of color and a different kind of metal. So I really liked that. I don't know, maybe someone can tell me what this is. This is the back with this striping. So it has a hook so that it could be a pendant, or it can be a pin. And I like her face, right? Some of these cameo girls can be kind of bratty looking, but she just looks like a nice chick. There's a little tiny bit of pink at the very top there. So I'm gonna try to get that out with maybe a little bit of rubbing alcohol. I think it's just a mark from someone's lipstick or something. These, check these out. That is really nice chubby silver on those. And if I can get them in. These are like Sagen. They're marked sterling silver, and the maker is marked on there. But these are cool because they could be like with an outfit I'm wearing, like with a blazer, or they could be with, you know, a sundress. But they're pearls, and they're the good pearls too. They have, you know, the dents on them. They're good shape. They're big. So I absolutely loved those. Thank you, Mandy. So those will be available for auction also. I don't think I'm gonna put these on because I think you can get the idea. But these are actually Avon. They're the good Avon. All the stones are there. They're really pretty. Like those a lot. They had a big delivery of Avon at the shop that I was at. These are pearls, but they're not real. But it's gold tone and faux pearls, and you wouldn't know. You really wouldn't know. So those are also Avon. I love those. This is something I paid a decent amount for. It's a sterling silver marcasite pendant slash pin, and it's got the safety closure there. It's really old. You know, when you can just feel, I feel like all the jewelry people are like Helen Keller. We're like, we just feel, we don't even look. Well, you know, when you're feeling old silver, and I'm positive that that tested as a gemstone. I believe it's onyx, and then it's 925 marked in the middle. So that's a little bit more of a high-end piece there. Let me see. It could be a nice pin, or it could be a nice sterling silver pendant. This is a Monet chain. It has a nice clasp on it. Right. And these just always hold up nicely. So it's gold and looks more expensive than it is. Monet is good. These are also Avon pink enamel. Pretty pink enamel. Um, nice, nice for Avon. I'm not always a huge fan of Avon, but um, okay. So this is also Avon, and I'm trying to show you. It's got clear. It's got sort of amber colored crystals here, and then pink crystals. But it kind of looked like Swarovski to me, and I felt like you could. It's short. It's on the shorter side, but you could sort of bunch up your Swarovski with this and make it look better and funky and cool. So that is that day, and then we're down to the day I went to Colorado. I went to the 4 thrift stores in Colorado, um, which was so fun. So I got a watch there. This looked like my grandfather's Omega Seamaster to me. I just felt like that's an older watch, and it said quartz. So this is the face, the Gruen quartz face is like $25 to $50, and then the Kreisler 5/8 calfskin band itself is like $50. So this is a nice watch. And I don't pick up watches. I don't know if it's ladies or men's. I actually think it's kind of unisex. Let me keep that together. So that was a good find. These are the rings that I love. This ring is from T's Jewelry. Shout out to T. Let's see. Okay, so this is so cool. Like, how funky and cool is that? It's like a milky chalcedony. And she said that this was bronze or copper over sterling. I don't see a 925, so I can't really sell it that way, but I don't think it matters that much. It's a nice base metal and it's adjustable, so it's anyone can wear it. And it's just such a super cool design, you know? It's like so funky. It's going to catch anyone's eye. You can wear it on any finger basically because it's adjustable. It can be a thumb ring. Some people really like thumb rings. So that's like an artisan made piece. That looks like a studio piece to me, a one of a kind. This is the peridot and I tested garnet. I was calling it ruby, but sometimes our reds can be confusing, right? So this is peridot and garnet, and you can see how it's picking up the light right now. It's freaking awesome. I'm gonna guess it's between a 6.5 and a 7.5, just because of how it fits me, but I will have it sized for the auction. It's 925 marked, and it's really pretty and gemmy. Colorado, it had better stuff than my state, I have to say. These are cool. I'm gonna be able to sell these for cheap, which I love. I got them for cheap. They're 4 gemstone, and I'm calling them leather. This tested as jadeite, which is so weird, but I'm thinking it might be Amazonite. But they wear kind of like a boho style, right? I need to make sure that gets straightened, but they're all like this. And there were 4 in that shop. It definitely seemed like they had taken old stock, that someone had like closed their store or something, because Canvas, which is the tag on this, they are a wholesale jewelry distributor. And they basically, isn't this one pretty? They basically sell to little jewelry shops inventory. So there were 4 of these, and all tested as gemstone. When I picked them up, I knew with the weight of it that they were gemstones. That's why I wanted all 4. I'm pretty sure this one's jasper. And they each have a little different thing, like a flower, I don't know, prong. That one's pretty. It's jasper. This moved the needle a little on the Presidium. I think it's glass, but it could be a little crystal. And then the final one is this pretty sort of chalcedony color. It's like a grayish. And so I have 4 of those, and they're cool. Very hippie-like. Colorado has a lot of hippie-like jewelry, which I love. Speaking of which, this, so I told you guys in the video that I had 2 Larimar necklaces. I thought I had 2 Larimar necklaces. It turned out I didn't. This is Larimar. And I want to show you this giant, beautiful Larimar pendant. Isn't that pretty? I almost thought it was an agate at first. And it's wired in what I believe to be sterling silver. And it's got Larimar findings on it. So, you know, that's a substantial chunk of Larimar. Online pendants like that are easily $100. Um, I just think it's so pretty. If you have blue eyes, this is gonna make your eyes pop. So then I had the other one that I thought was chalcedony, but it wasn't. So I thought that this was chalcedony. Get close. And I'm sorry, I thought this was Larimar. I did never thought this was chalcedony. I thought this was Larimar on first look. And then I'm looking at it closer and I'm like, it's got so much matrix in it. I just am feeling like, what the heck is that? So it didn't test like the Larimar did on the Presidium. So then I figured, okay, it's got to be turquoise because turquoise also doesn't test on the Presidium. What kind of turquoise would this be? And I actually know a good deal about turquoise because where I live, it's huge and I collect it. And I thought, oh, is this possibly, a special Caraco Lake gem grade piece of turquoise? But as I looked more into it, I just thought that has to be some kind of glass. So it turned out that it is called pecking glass, Peking. It's actually old. You can see that it's set in this kind of ridged bronze setting. And it goes anywhere from Art Deco to 1960s. And then you've got this art glass on here. So I don't think that this pendant is original to this. It can be removed. But I do think it goes stunningly with the whole thing. Like I dig it. Um, so when they made this kind of glass, they were trying to imitate the look of jade. That was the point of it. And it's expensive. And it's cool. I hope that you can see how cool it is. So I got this necklace. It's just a toggle closure, not sterling silver. I'm thinking an artisan probably made the beads that that's on and then attached the pecking glass. And then this is the last thing. This tested for jade, which I was super stoked about because I was worried that you don't have your Presidium with you when you're sourcing jewelry. So this is jade and it's really pretty, yummy apple jade. And it's got, all the sort of nice markings and stuff that you would want on your jade. It is not solid gold. It is gold plate. Okay. I've always wanted one of these. I think they're so cool and they're supposed to be incredible luck. So this is a push closure, right? And then you have a safety clasp also on there. And I can get it on my wrist without even undoing it if I want to, but I'm gonna be gentle with it. So I wouldn't expect that to be gold for the price I got it for, but it was a more expensive piece, so I'll have to start that a little higher. But it's really pretty. So that's it. That's every video I've done so far. I'm probably not going to source too much more until I can unload some of this. I need to get 50 followers before I can do an auction. So like and subscribe, tell your friends. And then I want to have like a fun auction where I auction every single thing here live. So thank you and like this on the replay and have a blessed, wonderful day. Thanks.